Let me say good morning to my classmates. It's wonderful working with you throughout the semester. My professor, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Thank God it's just a few of us. I haven't done this in a while. So I'm going to give out these handouts now. And you can see it's just a composite score. I tried to find a good graph, but I couldn't find one. But I just got the composite score on this. And this is just asking you to understand a little bit about heart failure. Okay. I'm going to talk about heart failure this morning. Our body is comprised of so many vital organs, and heart failure, unfortunately, is one of them. The heart can fail, and some of us, or some people, when the heart fails, they think, okay, it's the end, because it's so vital, such a vital organ. But today, if we look at our handout, we would see where understanding heart failure is very important. And it tells you what is heart failure. And I'm going to just go through briefly, and some of these that maybe we don't have time for. Maybe you can look it over on the internet if you don't understand exactly what everything means, because there's everything. When you have heart failure, sometimes it's called congestive heart failure, is because the heart doesn't pump well, and as it should. This means that some parts of the body does not get enough blood supply. And this can make it harder for you to actually do things. And what are the symptoms? You feel like short of breath, you have weakness, you have problems breathing, you might have cough and rapid weight gain, dizziness, and a little confusion. And what you can do for most people, heart failure is a chronic, lifelong disease, and it may not go away. But by working with your doctor, you can make it a little bit better, right? And here it says you can learn how heart failure affects the body. You take your medications, and you make some changes in how you eat, and pay attention to your body and how it feels. On page 4, you have how the heart works. And it tells you the heart is a muscle that is normally about the size of your fist. It pumps blood to the lungs where the blood receives oxygen. And that oxygen-rich blood travels back to the heart. The heart then pumps this blood to the organs, the limbs, the brains, the brain and other parts of the body. And after the blood uses up this oxygen, after the body uses up the oxygen in the blood returns to the heart, and the process starts again. And the healthy heart continues. How the heart pumps. It tells you that the heart muscle pumps most of the blood in each beat to keep the body healthy. Blood coming to the heart enters the atrium. Some of us who do A&P and some of these classes, it tells us where the atria contracts, which means it squeezes to pump the blood into the ventricles, to the lower chambers. Then the ventricles contract. Then blood is pumped out of the heart to the lungs and then to the rest of the body. It's like the blood pressure 120/80, the top is the systolic and the bottom is the diastolic. And we can have a systolic dysfunction and a diastolic dysfunction, and there's where it kills the heart, and heart failure comes in. It could be in either one of these. All right? The causes of heart failure, in most cases, heart failure is caused by another health problem, right? Some of these could be, blood pressure, diabetes, and all these other valve disease, cardiomyopathy is a diseased heart muscle. Some causes include infections, alcohol abuse, and a toxic effect on certain drugs, such as cocaine or cancer medications. And it also can be inherited. Don't forget that heart failure could also be a birth defect, right? Someone could be born with a bad heart, and that doesn't give them the right to die, but they struggle through life just like anybody else who just developed a heart problem. What can we do about this? Okay, wait, I will read. I lost my page. Okay, when heart failure occurs, Okay, in people with heart failure, the heart can't move as much blood as it should. And this causes the blood to back up into the lungs and throughout the body. Certain organs don't get enough blood to work normally, which causes symptoms, the symptoms that you feel. And this is why I talk about the systolic dysfunction and the diastolic dysfunction. And the rest of the brochure, you can look it up on the net with some of these, because it's going to take a while to go through all these little bits and pieces. And I may just add to the little heart failure composite score that I gave you here. You see where and if you look at your sheet in June 2006, how it was maybe